Hi, are you ready to turn over a new leaf in your fertility journey, but you're not sure how to get started? I have just the ritual for you. My name is Stephanie Roth. I'm a fertility consultant and coach with YourFertileSelf.com, and that is what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm going to give you a ritual that has been used since the beginning of time to help you in turning over a new leaf and really kind of forging a fresh start in your fertility journey. I'm really excited about this. So let's get started. So I've seen this come up a lot in my work with clients. I've been recommending this to a number of clients recently because I've seen a common thread in my work with clients is that people are feeling, energetically at a low, really feeling like they need a fresh start, figuring out that they're holding on to a lot of, kind of fear and doubt and resentment and anger in their fertility journey. And this is all very common. It happens, we're trying month after month, nothing is happening. Maybe we're getting pregnant and having losses. We're doing, really complicated, extensive and expensive procedures, IVF, genetic testing, donor egg. It's a grind and we're doing all these things, and sometimes it just feels like we're doing everything we can and it's still not working. And we feel despair and we feel like we're at the end of our rope. And what can we do now? Like, how do we pick up the pieces and move forward? And all of this compounds in our body and, depletes our energy. And it leaves us kind of feeling hopeless and what to do next. So I've seen this a lot in the work that I've been doing with clients, and I've been recommending the ritual that I'm going to tell you about today. I've been recommending this with greater frequency lately with my clients because I have continued to see this pattern of, energetic depletion and really needing to make a fresh start. So the ritual that I'm going to talk to you about has been used since the beginning of time, practically, for release. Used in pagan cultures, ancient cultures, any time that we need to release something energetically. So it has a lot of power. And so the first thing that you need to do for the ritual is to go get paper and a pen. So you can use note cards, you can use note paper, you can use a notepad, whatever kind of works for you. It doesn't have to be a fancy journal, unless you want it to be, but really just simple pen and paper is fine. And once you get that, you're gonna kind of sit and you're gonna take some time and, maybe about 20 minutes or so, but really you can take as much time as you would like, but you're going to do free-form writing. So you're going to, on your paper, using your pen, you're going to do some journaling, some free-form writing, basically a brain dump of everything that you're feeling about your journey. All of the emotions that you're feeling, the fear, the anger, the resentment, the despair, the struggle, the uncertainty, everything that you're feeling. The why me, the envy of other people, the jealousy, everything that you're feeling about your journey, you're going to put it all down on paper. And you're going to take about 20 minutes to do that, or however long you need. I like to suggest about 15-20 minutes to really make sure you get it all out. You want to get everything out. Everything that pops into your head, and it doesn't even have to be like complete sentences. It can be bullets, it can be concepts, it can just be, main points. This does not have to be, Pulitzer Prize award-winning writing. No one's going to see this except for you unless you choose to share it with your partner or your fertility coach or another loved one. This is really an exercise for you. And the process of journaling can be very cathartic. Just getting things out on paper, it really works for a lot of people. Just as a release in its own right, just writing things down. I know that for me, I've been a prolific journaler for most of my life, and I remember when I was younger, whenever I'd be angry at someone, I would write them a letter, and then of course I wouldn't mail it, but it was just that it ended up being like a journaling thing for me. But you know, writing a letter to someone about kind of my feelings of anger, and it was so therapeutic for me. So you know, this part of the ritual is a catharsis in and of itself. All right, so you've done your journaling, you've written everything down. You've got either a big long piece of paper with everything on it, or maybe several pieces of paper, one piece of paper for each, with each point written on it. You know, however it works for you to structure how you do your journaling is fine. There's no right or wrong answer. But now you've got everything. You've got everything on paper right in front of you, all of your emotions, feelings, doubts, fears, everything surrounding your fertility and your journey. It's all there right in front of you. You've poured your heart out. Now comes the next phase of the ritual. What you're going to do now is you're going to take your pieces of paper and you are going to burn them. So you can do this in many ways. So in ancient times, the pagans like to do it outside. So there's a lot of you know, energy that comes with being outside and the fresh air, and if you can do it outside, that'd be awesome. The key thing to remember, though, in kind of modern society is that we want to be very safe. You know, we want to do this in a very safe, controlled way. You know, this is not something we do in the heat of the moment, so to speak. I mean, this is something that we plan, and we create a very safe space and environment in which to do our burning. So if you have a fire pit in your backyard, that would be ideal. Use your fire pit. If you don't have a fire pit, you know, you can use your fireplace inside your house if you have one, or you can use, well, I've never really had anyone use the kitchen stove. You know, everyone I've talked to has either used their fire pit or their barbecue grill or their fireplace. I usually do a burning ritual every year on New Year's Eve day, and so that's winter and it's cold, so I use my fireplace. But I really love the idea of using a fire pit if you have one. The point is, find a safe, controlled way and create a safe and controlled environment for burning your paper. So, so go ahead and kind of figure out, and again, plan it out. This is not something that you're gonna do just sort of on a whim. You know, you're gonna plan this out. So plan out how you're gonna do it. And once you figure that out, then you can turn your attention to sort of creating the burning ritual itself. You can put on cool music that you like. You can make tea and just sort of have tea as you do your burning. You know, create a beautiful, this is a beautiful experience. So, you know, create a beautiful experience for yourself, whatever that means for you. And then as you light your fire and you put your papers inside your fireplace or your fire pit or whatever you're using, you are literally going to watch. I mean, these are the papers that have your fears written in with your own hand, you know, that have your fears, your doubts, your anxieties, your angers, your envy, your resentment, your despair, everything that you are feeling. These are the papers that have everything that you're feeling, and you're going to watch it all, poof, go up in smoke. You are literally going to watch them burn away and disintegrate right before your eyes. It is amazingly powerful of an experience. You are going to watch your fears and your doubts surrounding your fertility vanish and go up in smoke right before your eyes. So as you are burning your papers and symbolically destroying all of your fears and anger, I invite you to use a mantra. And any mantra that resonates with you would work. I suggest something around the theme of release, because that's really what this is. This burning ritual is a release. It is a release of your fears and negative emotions and questions and doubts around your fertility. So that's exactly what you're releasing. So as you're watching everything go up in smoke, just continue saying your mantra over and over and over again. You could say, you know, I release all fear and doubt surrounding my fertility, and just say it over and over. Or you could say, I'm ready for a new beginning for my fertility. My journey is ready for the next, I'm ready for the next step in my journey. You know, anything that signifies a release and a letting go and an embracing of the new. I'm ready for a fresh start. I'm ready for a new beginning. I am releasing all of my fears and doubts around my fertility. So, you know, the one I like is I release all fears and doubts around my fertility. And just say that over and over to yourself out loud as you're watching your papers with all of your fears and doubts burn and leave your life, leave your being, leave your psyche. They are becoming part of the ether with the smoke. They are leaving you so that you are creating space for a new beginning for your journey, and new hopes and new dreams, and you're letting go of the old. It's immensely powerful. As I said, this ritual, this burning ritual, has been used since practically the beginning of time for release and new beginnings. So I would love to hear how this goes for you. As I said, I do this every year on New Year's Eve day. You know, I look back on kind of what I want to release from the previous year to help me create space for the new year. And, you know, the fertility journey, you know, you can do this on day one of your cycle. You know, day one is all about new beginnings. Day one can be a mixed bag, of course. So what a perfect way to start a new cycle on day one is to release everything that's come before you and gear up for a fresh start for your new cycle. So I hope you give this a try. I would love to hear how it goes for you. Please leave a comment below. You can leave a comment below. You can message me to let me know if you've done this and how cathartic it was for you. So again, it's a two-phase process. The journaling and the writing is totally cathartic, and then the watching everything burn is a totally separate catharsis. So it really is, it really has the potential for being, you know, a new rebirth. A rebirth for you and your journey. Please let me know how it's going. Please let me know if you did this and how it worked out for you. And please head over to my website, yourfertileself.com, and grab my free ebook, 101 Ways to Boost Your Fertility. Again, I'm Stephanie, and I'll see you again sometime soon. Bye-bye.